So now I have completed 1000 kilometers or 600 miles as they call it in the other side of the ocean. So on my GSX-8R, so you can look here, come close, and when I turn it on, you can see it requests for or it shows us that the service is due now. Okay, you can see 1012 kilometers. The best part about this, you'll see I've completed this trip to about 1000 kilometers. Average is 20 kilometers, and on the highways we've been getting about 28, 25 to 28 easy. In city ride, this is absolute city ride and highway combination, I can say. This is 50-50 combination, 85 kilometers, and we have returned a mileage of 23.9. So on an average on the highway, I'm talking about between 100 and 120 speed, and in cities, absolute bumper to bumper traffic is what I've been driving. So it did feel a little difficult to manage the traffic, not because of the bike, just the traffic itself was very horrible wherever I've driven yesterday and day before. And the rest of it was on the highway, 50%, and the mileage is really good on the highway. So that means fewer stops whenever I'm having a long ride, which is due soon by next month. So talking about the bike, the whole experience has been really fantastic. After 1000 kilometers, the riding posture is very comfortable, easy on my hands. Though after dengue, I had a little bit of pain, joint pains. I'm still able to ride it very comfortably. Seating posture is very comfortable. Mileage is fantastic. Bike looks awesome. A lot of people have complimented the bike design, and few people are there who did not like the bike design. And one of the things that a lot of people noted was for an 800cc, this feels very small. And those guys are the guys who rode Hayabusas. So I can't say anything there. They're really amazing, that big bike for 1300cc is too much bike. So it is fantastic to ride. I did drive on the Suzuki ride Fest. And coming back to the bike, the other part I really liked were these mirrors. They're really fantastic. I get a very good view at the back what's happening, and I for a person like noticing on the back when I'm riding, because I've seen many accidents happen from people coming behind, especially when a sports bike is going front. People try to chase it and get close to you. So I'm sure a lot of bike riders will understand this problem. And coming to the suspension, it's been really amazing. Like I said, day one, after 100 kilometers, sorry, after 300 kilometers, what I said, the suspension was awesome. I stand by it. Suspension is really, really good. Of course, the only downside to this is what feels bad is after riding with Hayabusas with good exhaust, this feels nothing. Okay, for 800cc, this feels like absolute baby cry, or that that Lion King father roars and the son tries to roar Simba, and it feels funny. That's exactly how it feels, on this exhaust note. But let's see future what holds. If we get some good exhaust, I will definitely think of it. But as of now, I don't want to have any issues with the police, and I'm happy the way it is right now riding. Mileage is good, looks is good. Yes, Sari guard might come off today, so let's see after the service what happens. And most importantly, right now we are headed to the Suzuki service center to get the bike serviced. And after the first service, my plan is to get the seats out. And I'm traveling for a week, I'm not here, so it's a good time to get the seats off and send it off to Chennai to Vendetta seats. And let's see how they come back, and more coverage after the service. So we have Suzuki Katana here. Not many people have heard about this bike also. It is so rare, and a lot of people do own this, and the popularity of this is higher in Tamil Nadu region than in Karnataka. That is what I have seen. And it's a fantastic bike. It's a 1000cc inline 4. So, but what I really love about this bike, I'm tell you honestly, is the exhaust. And this is the stock exhaust. I feel somehow this is more punchy and more bass, has more bass than the Hayabusa. So this is also a stock exhaust, and what our friendly manager always tells is that these bikes have more power than what a lot of people can handle. So should these be your first bikes? I definitely don't think so. Whereas Suzuki GSX-8R, can it be your first bike, first sports bike? Definitely possible and not possible. If a person who cannot handle that kind of power and the kind of throttle response, definitely not so. But luckily with these bikes, especially with the GSX-8R, there are 3 riding modes where the option is A, B, and C. Throttle response is very slow on the C mode, which reduces the immediate pull that you get out of the that shoots out like a gun, and because of that reduction, the ability to manage the bike feels like about a 400cc approximate bike when you are pulling out from a in the C mode. But in the A mode, you just need a lot of guts, and maneuverability is good, but still you will have to use your body to control the kind of torque these high-end bikes produce. So fantastic bikes. Hayabusa, as you see, this is an anniversary edition. The best part about Hayabusa is the sheer size of it, of course, as I said last, and the power modes. There are multiple settings. It's got the highest mode. It's got even launch control, and when you engage, you can even control the power modes as well as the traction control. Also, you can control the engine modes, the throttle response. So these are the beautiful bikes. Now let me see on to which bike I will go next. But presently enjoying my GSX-8R, which has completed its first service right here in Avnish Suzuki, and they've done a fantastic job. I'll post the rest of the details. In the first service, they've cleared out the oil, drained out the oil, and replaced the oil completely, and they've changed the oil filter. Plus, is the labor cost what they've charged, and that's it. First service done. So let's see the bike now. So in conclusion, uh, ignore that. That's my 11-year-old learning how to ride, and this is my 7-year-old who's on his way. So we've completed this service, and the total bill amount of this second service has come to 8,348. So 8,348 rupees, of which about 4,000 rupees is the parts. I mean the oil and the oil filter. Oil filter, I think they've charged us. Correct, gasket they've changed, which is 10 rupees. Filter assembly, oil, engine oil, 900 rupees, and synthetic oil filter is 900, and engine oil is about 2,165. And GST additions, the general services 2,500, and they said others. I'm not sure what. I'll cross check with them. I think he mentioned something. 1,500 rupees. Total is 8,343, including GST. Okay, so that's my first service done. After the first service, the bike feels very smooth. One thing I haven't spoken about in the reviews that I've mentioned is about how smooth the quick shifter is. The quick shifter is amazingly smooth when you have linear acceleration, upward acceleration going, and then when you switch the gears upwards, absolutely beautiful, absolutely smooth, and you don't even feel the small jerk there. And downshifts, of course, it's a little bit clunky, as you can call it, maybe the cluck cluck, but it still works well. I don't use downshifts as much out of blip as much as I use the upshifts, the quick shifter. So bike is clean and back, and now what we are doing is what we set out the plan initial. The first week plan was, and since I'm traveling, I have some nothing to do at this phase. So this is my other bike, Java, and we remove these seats. Now we are sending off the seats to Vendetta Seats in Chennai. I have to remove this and send it to them, and then they'll make the new seats for us. Removing is very easy. The key takes this off, and a little bit of twist on the Allen key. You can take off the rider seat. This bolt is very important. Keep it safe, and if you can come close, you'll definitely see a lot of things here. Of course, the manual which I need to keep safe. There is a medical first aid kit, and here is your air filter. Unlike Hayabusa, what is there in the front, Here it is in the back. So one of the advantages of this is we might not accumulate dust as much as a Hayabusa or other sports bike do, because it's right here and expected to last beyond the second service. Okay, in second service, what we are expecting is brake pads, depending on the usage, and air filter. This would be the additional costs, and other than that, we are still expecting the same price, 8,000 odd, to you know be there. And these are the wires for the brake lights, and here's the battery and the fuse boxes, because this is the fuel tank. And what I'll do is, while the seats are off, I'll cover this with newspaper and some tape, so and cover the whole bike and leave it inside, so that when the seats come, the bike is ready, and we'll see once the seats are back how it looks.